Hello everyone! Welcome to the Festival of Rail 2023. I'm actually live here to celebrate the last hour of the event. Now, this has been an incredible event of sales, of gameplay, of reveals, and ooh, are these leaks? Oh no. We don't want to include that in the stream. I don't know what that was doing. I don't know what that was doing back there. Anyway, the event has been absolutely incredible, especially all of the reveals we had on yesterday's summit, in the spring summit, the Train Sim World. We revealed the Amtrak Ace Alert, the Northeast Corridor New York Trenton route, the UP Pacific Heritage Livery and Gameplay Bundle, as well as the Niddertal Barn route. And we also showed some screenshots for Link Rheinestrecke, Peak Forest, and Midland Main Line. Now, if any of those ring a bell or excite you, then be sure to check out the description of the video where we have links to our articles and all of our blog posts talking about these announcements in more detail. And more is coming. I mean, that's just the content that's coming in the next few months. It's an exciting time for Train Sim World. But yes, if you want to catch any sales or content that's currently on, you should check it out. Let me open my my slides real quickly here. Look at this. We have all of our UK routes with Birmingham Cross City on sale for the first time. Spirit of Steam on 45% off. London Commuter Cathcart 70% off. UK locomotives as well. We've got fantastic deals across all of our content, especially Bremen Oldenburg, which I was streaming on Friday. If you want to check that out, the VODs for all of the days are on YouTube. But that's on sale for the first time ever at 25% off. I mean, I don't need to put my marketing hat back on. You already know that all these sales are live right now. So go check out our Steam store page. Now, this is just for Steam PC users. So yeah, if you are a PC user on Steam, then make sure to grab as much of this content as you can. As for today, let me show you the schedule that we've got. So we've just got one video from Birmingham Cross City hosted by our ambassador, Rob Jansen. Now, we've had a packed week of content. Now, as I mentioned, if you are interested in any of the ambassador videos we've seen here, they will be on our channel on the videos that have been set live currently. So they're all available to watch. But they'll be released by the individual ambassadors after today, so you can go catch any of the content that you've shown where you like. So yeah, it's been a fantastic event. It's the final hour, so yeah, as I said, if there is any content that you want to buy, now's the time to get it, because it's the last hour. It ends at 6 p.m. UTC, and I want to thank all the ambassadors who have made this entire schedule of content with us. It's been such a great event, and it's really been made extra special with all the support and help that they've done in creating content and showcasing the routes that you will be able to purchase at a discount. Go get the sales. But enough marketing from me. I want to hand it over to Rob Jansen for a fantastic showcase of Birmingham Cross City. So anyway, take it away, Rob.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this entry to the Dovetail Games Publisher Weekend. My name is Rob Jensen, if you would like to call it in Dutch, Rob Jansen, and welcome to this video. Today we are driving on the Birmingham Cross City line, recently released by Dovetail Games for Train Sim World 3. It runs from Litchfield to Bromsgrove or Redditch, through the heart of Birmingham. Today we are driving the 2R99, Birmingham New Street to Redditch. It's about 5:42 in the morning. We're driving this with a class 323 in West Midlands Railway livery. Well, let's get started. Let's start to unlock the doors. We need to insert the key, the door key, and turn it on. Then we can also turn on the AWS. Not turning on the vigilance yet, because we want to walk around a bit. Master key to on, towards forwards, and then cancel the AWS and open the doors. We've about 1.5 minutes left. Let's open the door and look around. Welcome to Birmingham New Street in the early morning. Let's grab a screenshot for the video thumbnail. If you missed the video that was shown on the Dovetail Games Publisher Weekends, you can always watch it back on my YouTube channel. Redditch calling at 5 Ways, University, Sally Oak, Bourneville, Northfield, Longbridge, Barnes Green, Kings Norton, and Redditch. 5 Ways, University, Sally Oak, Bourneville, Kings Norton, Northfield, Longbridge, Barnes Green, Elfchurch, and Redditch. I don't think this one was correct, but well. Let's take a seat and then close the door. Close the door. Close the doors for the passengers. And after they are closed, we're going to go on to 5 Ways. Turning on the vigilance, then we're going to drive on. It's a little bit silent, so let's turn up the volume. Already speeding. A low speed limit when leaving Birmingham New Street, about 10 miles an hour. After we have left the platform, the entire train has left the platform, we can go towards 15 and then on towards 20 and I think 40. Then 50, 60 or 70. We'll see. I've almost stopped, so let's put in a little bit more power. Get to 1. We're going to enter the left tunnel towards 5 Ways. We are a 6 car today, so we're stopping a little bit further down the platform. Let's keep it at number 1. Also, yeah, we need to enable the radio. I forgot to enable the radio. Silly me. Going for 20. Well, let's start by introducing myself further. I said my name, I'm Rob Jensen. I'm streaming mostly on the weekends on my Twitch channel. I think the link will be at least at the end of the video or maybe in the description. But it's really easy to find. It's just my name, twitch.tv/RobJensen, just my name. And it's the same for YouTube. And you can find me on there in the weekends, mostly on Sunday, sometimes also on Saturday. Mostly streaming Train Simulator Classic, but also some Train Sim World and other simulation games. I'm not always sticking to English or at least as I'm Dutch, not always sticking to Dutch content, but I also do English, American, or at least British, then American, some German, Swiss, Chinese, Japanese, recently Turkish, within a Turkish route. But yeah, you can find me in on all kinds of routes. Let's stop on the station. With about 30 seconds left. Let's open the doors. Let passengers out on this warm summer's day in July. It's a little bit cloudy. I have dynamic weather turned on, so possibly we're going to see some other weather patterns. I think it's going to clear up mostly as it is the middle of summer. According to the game, it was already 25 degrees Celsius this early in the morning. So I hope you all have some water with you on the trip. Otherwise, maybe get a glass of water from the kitchen and then come back to the stream and enjoy it a little bit more with a glass of cold water. Next destination, university. I don't know if we have a lot of people on the train. But there are some things. We have the Chester Roads. Class 3 to 3. Let's put in a little bit more power. As it is the middle of summer, at least the 1st of July. Possibly schools are still in, but they are on the way to the holidays. It is a possibility. Then we don't have a lot of students on this train today. Are anxious to get to university, to school. I think they rather sleep in and then hang out with friends, as it is with student life. Let's keep on the power a little bit, as it is leveling out. We have a green signal. Following some sort of canal on the left side. About 800 yards left. We have a 60 limit upcoming. We start the brake. Then we are going to announce, ladies and gentlemen, our next destination will be university. Entering the station a little bit slowly, but we're still on time. Kind of construction work going on. Start to close the doors. The next destination is Sally Oak. Possibly the best pun you can make is, are they trying to sell an oak? Is there some drum beats right now? Possibly a slow clap. Crossing the canal. And let's start to slow down for Sally Oak. AWS warning signal. That is for the double yellow up ahead. I do like the simplicity of the AWS system. You get a horn or a wah if you have the older style ones. You have to acknowledge it, and if it's green, you get a bell. Certainly easy to learn, and I really enjoy putting on the safety systems. It's one of the easiest to learn if you are starting out with the safety, wanting to learn safety systems on trains, and you really like the UK or the UK network, driving around, then I would certainly recommend doing that. On most trains in the UK, in Train Simulator Classic from the UK, from TTG, it's by default on, you can't turn it off. But on some you can enable it. I would highly recommend it. I think I'm a little bit controversial, but also I would suggest anyone to turn on the German safety systems, the PCB systems, PCB, LCB, CFA. It really makes driving the trains on the routes a little bit more interesting, and sometimes a little bit challenging, but most of the time it's more enjoyable, at least in Germany, because of the combination of the signals. And I think this is single yellow. Yes, single yellow. Because most of the time the signals are telling you a lot more in combination with the PCB than just the signaling. We are approaching Bourneville Station, the purple station. Not for purple trains, but if you get the meme. Let's coast in a bit more towards the end of the platform. And it's time to close the doors and let's drive away. Looking at the train from the platform. Was an AWS warning? I think it was for the 30. Now again. That is for the flashing yellow. We are approaching Kings Norton. Speed limit of 45. I think dropping to 30 after that. Yes, indeed. That was the 30 warning. We had a yellow with a feather, now green with a feather. And I click you here if you are driving past the signal. It's because of the signal turning red or another aspect. It's just clicking relay. Normally I don't think they are in the signals, but signal boxes. But I don't know fully everything from the English system. But, we have 70 limits. Start to slow down at Kings Norton Station, where the middle platform is abandoned, no longer in use, and the outer platforms are not very long anymore. Well, they are still long, but some part of it is closed down. We have about 2 minutes here. Let's try to explore some. Let's open the door. Let's close the door. Or cartridge.
Almost smoking areas. Please do not smoke until you have left the station premises.
Please do not smoke. Good advice. Well, we can't leave the station. I thought we could sit, but we still can't sit. I really don't get this. High windows, but no windows to look out. At least, let's get back to the train. Still on time. Run. How can people fit through here? And why are you three sitting next to each other? Someone else can sit here? I don't understand. Really? One seat is totally in the way. I still can't wrap my head around the 3x2 seating. It's more efficient with a lot more people on board, but having smaller seating to sit. Oh. Anyway, let's go to Northfields, which is our next destination, with about 25 minutes less before we reach Redditch. The middle section isn't powered by overhead lines, so we're on this section right here. The power with just a mile to go to Northfields. I really like the what Dovetail Games did with the overhead lines. It's more realistic. And we have a double yellow. Start to slow down. Not that much. As I was saying, I really like the overhead lines. It's more and more realistic with each release. Northfield, another station with the middle platform abandoned. Opening the doors. Closing the doors. If people just are getting up to walk to the exits, you are too late. We are already gone and on our way to Longbridge. We have a single yellow, so possibly expect a red at the next signal. I still have Team Mode enabled and at the top right is the default interface you get if you first load up the game. I actually like the amount of information you have on screen. You can turn certain features off, all the things on the right hand side you can turn off, or just everything with F1. Then, well, I would say if you know the route, then of course just turn it all off and then drive as you are familiar with the route. Otherwise, I would highly suggest to at least turn on some elements, but you can change everything to your liking in Trains and World. Modify limits. But we also have a red signal up ahead. just turn green with a feather, which means this signal is an I think it was released from reds, like Armstrong called it recently with the signal enhancement pack for Classic Train Sim. Electric trains, no access to down goods. Not a passenger train coming in on that 323. Well, at least it stops for the person sitting on the bench, but he's getting up. Let's start to lock the doors, and we're going to Barnes Green, which is our next destination. We have the map right here. We have Litchfield at the top with the West Coast Main Line. With Birmingham New Street. While we started, we drove down this part, and let's try not to speed. We're turning on to the Reddish branch at Barnes Green Station. Station in the middle, and we have the final station. It's Redditch. With a 20 limit, we had a green signal with a feather. That means the next signal will be green. Otherwise, we had a yellow. And we have maximum speeds. Let's try at least a little bit to try to get to 90, but I don't think we do fully get up to 90. Double yellow. About to slow down a bit. We have lost the left track. Back to 3. It's a bit windy. That's way better. Can't turn on the fan. Second yellow, which means we need to slow down a bit more. Let's turn off the fan. With enough with the air conditioning. We do have a red signal before we can enter the station. Possibly another train is going to pass us. Or it is again a release from red. Possibly. Let's look at it. Indeed, a release from reds. If you are driving this route, if you decide to get it in on the sale or you already own it, it's a bit of a different drive to the earlier UK routes as it is including indeed the release signals. You need to slow down before the signal changes. And I forgot the 15. Can we make it? Can we make it? Can we make it? Can we make it? We made it just in time. In the nick of time. You can go to Brom's Grove if you go straight on. But we are branching off towards the left side. We were here right on time. Very strange housing. We have a sinking car. And we have housing that's the cups on the table won't stay. They are always sliding off. Strange housing indeed. Let's close the doors and then on our way to Elf Church. We have a green. We also have a 40 limit upcoming, but still have a 15 limit as we depart. With a 1.4% downgrade. So a little bit of brake is required. Standing into a single line. The limit is now enforced. Normally, a train driver knows when they can speed up and need to slow down because they learn the route. I did see on the map there was a train in Redditch, but we shall pass it at Elf Church because we didn't pass it at King's Norton or at Barn Green, I think it was, the last station. So we need to pass it at Elf Church. Let's keep our speed in check with the brakes. Slow down a bit each time. Possibly to 35, releasing the brakes. Then just let it run up again towards the 40 and start to brake again and repeat the cycle. The other train is already here, waiting for us to get into the station. We have a few more minutes here to spend, so we're going to walk around. I don't think I actually enabled the vigilance after all, after I said we're going to enable it, but yeah. Just look at the sun. Look at the warm sun, people enjoying the day. Flashy suit with a blue cap on. Possibly a collectible. It indeed is. But this is a nice diagram. There's some more posters with some train times. Not actually readable. Too bad. We like to think we have a sense of humor, but the happiness of all our passengers is something we take very seriously. So please treat each other with courtesy and respect by observing our no smoking or vaping rules. We don't have that many. Interesting. I heard that there are actually advertisements that were or are on the round. Tickets to any destination, national rail card discount, 7-day season tickets, tickets for future travel to 28 dates, and collect tickets ordered online. Possibly running some kind of Linux, or if they are still actually using it, sometimes it's still Windows XP, but the embedded version. Or sometimes even the old IBM was swapped. OTBO. On the evening where I'm recording this one, River Games did release a video that they have working lifts. No smoking, vaping or bog snorkeling. I don't think I want to look at what that is, but well, don't do it. We have the complaints bank. At least let's just observe. No animation, more animation. Oh. They are alternating the. There's more people complaining. Just busy waiting for the train. Well, at least let's get back to our train. We have less than a minute remaining. I still don't get it why in the UK the bridges are this high. You can't actually watch from the bridge. You need a step ladder, or you need to point the camera above it and hope to catch one. Sir, you have an open door right here. You can't go into the cab with me. Please no. You have about 6 seconds. You have 3 seconds left. I'm going to close the doors. Goodbye. There is a train. There's only one destination left and people don't get on the train. They either are just train spotters. Otherwise, they don't like me to drive them or something else. Let's go towards Redditch, which is our final destination of today. At least in this video. Do remember, guys, currently on where this video is shown live, TTC is running a sale currently. You can get this route off for a very nice price. If you like the UK or just like to drive trains and you don't have to drive yet, it's certainly something to drive. You also have some layers on here. If you have other stuff, you can sub in class 66 or sub in, well, you have extra services with the class 66. You have something with the railhead treatment train. You also have an HST power moves, 37s for some freight. A 60 limits with green and a 50 limit upcoming. You can go to 70, but I think we're going to stick to 60. 55. Certainly, we're going to drop down to 50. But also, if you are interested in seeing more of my content, you can always join me. It's on Sunday evening, is the standard stream on my Twitch channel. Only when there, well, if there's some, if I have something else to do, there isn't a stream. Most of the time it's because the Formula 1 is on. Cheering on for Max, of course. Otherwise, you can also sometimes find me on Saturday evening. All streams start at 7:30. It's the Central European time on a Central European summertime. The streams are always put up on my YouTube channel. Most of the time, the train sim streams that I do mostly train sim classic, with indeed some other countries with Dutch content, English, American, German, and otherwise any content is going to be available on my YouTube channel as well. If you missed this video, or missed the publisher weekend, you can always rewatch this video later on my YouTube channel. And one thing, well, at least what I have to say is I hope you all enjoyed, of course, this, well, very nice summer run. I hope you all still are chilled in this hot summer time. If you are if you are viewing this in the summer, like I'm driving this with the on the 1st of July. But otherwise, hope you all enjoyed, of course. Pretty scenic part of the route currently. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching Reddish Station. Reddish Station is the terminus of the train. Please, all disembark the train after it reaches a full stop. Don't forget any luggage that you have carried on with this train. And West Midlands Railway would like to thank you for choosing it, choosing them, and driving with them on this route. And I think we just had an emergency stop. Well, people on the last carriage, please don't get out. Please walk to the front. Thank you. I was cut out by the TPWS. I wasn't driving. I was driving a little bit slow. Very strange people. As I said, I hope you all enjoyed today with this little drive. And I will see you all next time. Have a good evening further. And bye-bye from me.